How to sell without selling. Show up so people can know you and your work. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of The Mind Engineer. Here, Tommy Walker sharing insights and tools to help you start launching and scaling your business. I've been an entrepreneur for 29 years. And as I tell everyone, the entrepreneur journey is a roller coaster. And most people spend so much time, so much money in learning the next most advanced way to be able to get their business off the ground, but they forget the basics. They forget the basics. They might create an amazing program. They might create an amazing, website. They create different things, but they forget that people don't know them and people need to start getting to know you. So the best way to be able to start selling without selling directly, because seriously, when you go to a store, whatever that is, you're going to buy a pair of shoes, you go buy, some jacket or even a car. If you get to a place and somebody is like, oh, look at this car over here, look at this car over here, look what I have for you, you automatically get in defensive mode. Think about that for a second. How would you like to be approached, right? If you go to a store, hi, how are you today? Is there anything I can help you with? Something like that, maybe, but you're not going to just start shoving people, stuff in, start shoving stuff in front of people's faces to get them to buy. And this is unfortunately what a lot of people are doing. They get out there and start trying to sell, right? Because they're desperate, because there's two main things here. First, they might be desperate because of money. But the second one that most people are struggling with is they're worried that they might be a failure, that they might not be able to make it with the business. So from there, their belief system is trying to protect them. And to protect them, they get out there and they sound even desperate. Once I was working with a guy, he was from, I don't know exactly where he was now, but I don't know. He was from somewhere and he was trying to get his marketing business off the ground. And he would tell me that he didn't know what was going on, but although he had done this for many years for another company, he was finding it very difficult to be able to close clients. So we started talking about it and he started realizing that he sounded very desperate when he was reaching out to people. And although he was realizing that, he was finding it difficult to change. So we started digging into his past and we found that when he was a little kid, whenever he needed to ask dad to buy him something, to ask for money, he had to beg. And most of the times dad would not give him the money. So in a way, he had learned that he had to beg. And although he had to beg, most of the times he didn't get it. So he was doing the exact same thing with his potential clients. He was begging, desperation. And people would just walk away and not paying him anything. So as we started dealing with his past, with his belief system around money, around success, around begging, all of those things, he was able to slowly start getting people to pay him because he started shifting into, instead of desperation, into just sharing with people what he did. He gave value. This is one of the biggest things that I share with the people that I work with, right? Is that they need to share value. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. So far, did I sell you anything? And no, I'm not going to sell you anything. I'm just going to sell you concepts, right? Without you needing to pay anything, but meaning that I'm showing you that I know what I'm talking about. I understand mind and I understand how the market needs to receive whatever you're doing. Nowadays, people are just dumping AI into, social media to try to get sales again. And now it's not happening because people need to connect with someone. Few are going to buy out of desperation, out of different things, out of AI. Yeah, that might happen. But when you're selling a service that could be coaching, therapy, alternative, whatever, therapy, whatever you're doing, people need to connect with you. They don't need to connect with AI. They don't need to see a wonderful video of, blah, whatever. They need to truly connect with you. They need to get to know you, what you stand for, your values. More and more people are buying out of feeling connected with somebody else. And we're heading more and more into disconnect. So be different in this world of disconnect. Connect with people, give them value, offer free lives. Get out there. And yes, it might take time, seriously, because you know what? People need around, they're talking about 6 to 8 contact points to decide to buy. And that doesn't mean 8 videos straight that you do lives and now people are going to start buying. No, maybe you do a live, maybe they engage, right? You do a live, they comment or they engage, and now you talk to them, and then you get back and you send them maybe a lead magnet, and then maybe you send them a webinar. Those are the points that we got to do. Then you get them on a call. Then after the call, you get some, other, contacts. I have people that started working with me after 2 years of following me, of consuming my content, checking my emails. 2 years, but they finally, started working with me. So not everybody's going to work with you. Not everybody's going to buy. But I say this to a lot of people I work with, that we have silent followers. People that follow, that don't engage, don't comment, but they're following. You are helping them. Yes, for free, and that's fine, because if you look on social media, on YouTube or anywhere, you're going to find people that do what you do, yet it might not be the same, but they're even explaining how to do it by themselves. And yeah, we know that in coaching and therapy and many of these type of ways of helping people, people need to have somebody to help them see what they don't see. So if you give free value and you have freeloaders, that's okay. That's part of this, because I'm pretty sure that you're a freeloader too. Or you might have been a freeloader in the past where you consumed. I don't know. If you wanted to fix something around the house, you looked on YouTube how to do that. If you wanted to learn how to use a software, you went into YouTube and looked it up how to use that software. How many times have you used free stuff to solve problems around the house, in your life, technology or whatever? Or now AI, asking AI, I need to fix this in my house. I need to solve this problem for my kid. And you're using AI. So if you're using free stuff, why not give free stuff to others so that they can get to know you? And yes, the people that are interested, the people that are willing to pay, the people that are looking for somebody to hold their hand, to guide them through whatever process they want to go through, they're going to think about you. A lot of people forget about this because they have been loaded with false information about people don't value free stuff. Really? People don't value free stuff? So why is YouTube one of the biggest channels in the world? Answer that, please. Put it in the comments. If people don't value free stuff, YouTube wouldn't be working the way it does. We all consume free stuff. I don't go out there paying to people any type of challenge I face. If I need to fix something around the house, I might ask ChatGPT. I might go into YouTube. If I need to solve something, my kid is studying something, I'm stuck with equations, I'm stuck with something I don't remember because I haven't done it in a long time. I ask maybe ChatGPT, I go into YouTube, whatever that is, we go online and find for stuff, and you're not always paying stuff to solve that for you. This is the same thing. People value free stuff that is good. All these people that are telling you that people don't value free stuff, that is BS, because they want to get you to pay for their program, their training, or something like that. But the truth, if you look at them, many are offering free stuff. The same people that are saying don't give free stuff because people don't value that, they're also giving free stuff because you're listening to them. So you're consuming their stuff and they're revealing stuff. So they're giving free stuff. But again, they're hitting you where it hurts to try to get you to buy what they're selling. So what I would recommend is that you get out there and start talking about what you do, how you help people, but not just how you help this person go from here to here in the theory without really giving your secret sauce. You don't need to give your entire secret sauce, but start giving value. And your secret sauce, let me give you a secret. Normally it's no secret sauce because nowadays somebody out there is going to be speaking about exactly what you're doing, not in the same way, but if you're doing, maybe CBD, if you're doing inner child healing, if you're doing mind reprogramming, if you're doing whatever you're doing, a lot of people out there are doing very similar things. So how can you make a difference in that ocean of people that are doing the same thing as you are? Different things that you can do. I created a name, The Mind Engineer. Behind me, you can see, let me move this way, The Mind Engineer, and my logo, that stands out. When people say the mind engineer, what's that, Tommy? It creates curiosity. People want to understand. Free your mind on top of the logo. So I created a nice branding. I have my certificates, different certificates that I have obtained along the way. I have them on my wall. Yes. And yes, don't get me wrong. This is a background. This is not the true background that I have, but already it stands out too. So I'm getting people to catch their eye around what I'm doing. So I offer free stuff and people respond to that. They might not, seriously, maybe nobody is going to engage on this video. But some time ago, a guy reached out and said, hey, I've been following you. I've seen some videos on YouTube. I've seen some videos on Instagram, and I know that you can help me. And we had a call. He said that he wants to work with me, and he's now saving the money to be able. Some people might say he might not come back. Yeah, it could happen. He might not come back. But a lot of people that came back were in a similar path. They followed me for a while. They saved some money, and then they came work with me. So seriously, people need to know you and what you're doing. And not just, hey, I have this program, I have these one-on-one session, I have this membership, oh, I have this book, and be selling. No, it's about helping. And every now and then you're going to speak about the work that you do one-on-one, right? If you want to work with me one-on-one, just comment, here, or, reach out my website, themindengineer.com, whatever. And then you offer something, but that is maybe 1 out of 10 videos. The rest is giving free value and getting people to know who you are, what you do, and what you're capable of doing. And now you're going to start bringing also success cases, people that have had success with the work that you've done. Like I just did at the beginning of this video when I was talking about this guy that wasn't being able to sell anything with his business. And suddenly, as we started working his belief system, he didn't learn new marketing skills. He was a marketing guy. He didn't learn new sales skills. He learned how to manage his inner world so that he didn't sound desperate, so that he sounded that he knew what he was talking about. He sounded confident, and people started buying. He didn't learn a new tactic, a new skill around marketing or sales. He learned how to manage his mindset. I tell this to most people, and not everybody wants to listen to this. This is your biggest tool, and is the most overlooked one, the most abandoned one. People spend thousands of dollars in programs that teach them how to sell, teach them about TikTok, about Instagram, about AI, about so many things. They spend hours and dollars, big bucks, in learning many skills external to try to solve the problem. But if you don't have this working for you, doesn't matter how much money you spend externally, for most people, it ain't gonna work. And I've seen it. I've been an entrepreneur for 28 years, 29 years, okay? And I've seen it firsthand with me and with thousands of people that I have spoken along all these years and people that I work with. So it's all about the mind first. You can have the best script, but you might not be able to get people to buy, not because of the script, because the person that is following that script. You might have great website, but nobody's buying. You might have a great course, a great idea. But if people don't know you, not just what you do, know you, connect with you, and then get to know more of what you're doing and the people that you're helping, it's going to make it very difficult for them to want to buy something from you. So I would truly recommend that you start working on this, heart and mind, align them to be able to get people connected with you, get people interested in what you're doing, and from there start moving forward. If this is resonating, if you want to know more about how the mind works and how the mind is getting most entrepreneurs stuck with their business, and they might see the symptoms, they might see, I work with a lot of entrepreneurs, procrastination, overwhelm, stress, anxiety, analysis paralysis, self-sabotage. Does any of those resonate with you? If you want to share in the chat, please go ahead and share in the chat. If any of those resonate with you, those are the symptoms that they're revealing that there is something deeper that needs to be addressed with the mind. So if you want to know more, you can write the word free underneath in the comments, free, and we'll share a free training, a webinar with more insight and tools. It's not going to sell you anything. Insight and tools on how the mind works deeper and how to start being able to see what you're not seeing, to be able to start working towards changing it. So work on your mindset and see how you are going to be able to start facing better the challenges that you're going to face as an entrepreneur. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know in the comments what you think. I hope you enjoy this. Here to serve, here to help, here to share value because people like free stuff that is good. People don't like crappy free stuff, but they do like and enjoy and feel grateful with good stuff. And that's what I'm trying to do with my channel, with sharing with people in different arenas in social media, whether it is TikTok, whether it is Instagram, doesn't matter. I'm sharing, and people are slowly listening, and that's the idea. So thank you very much. I'll see you next time.